Okay, this haircut is gonna be a mid skin fade with the beard. So my first step is to create my guideline, my first guideline. And since it's a mid skin fade, you want to make sure you make the line or guideline in the middle of his head and clean it up as much as possible. That way when you come back with the razor or the shaver, it's an easier blend. So now I will use my shaver to shave the bottom of his hair, which is actually better than the razor because the razor sometimes people get irritated. So you just pretty much just stay in the bottom of the guideline you made and make it nice and bald before you start the fade. This machine gets pretty close to the skin, so while you're using it, you gotta make sure you scoop so that way you don't create a big line. Now I'm creating my second step, my second guideline, which is with a half. It's the clipper all the way open, about an inch up. Just always make sure to clean the area very good before you continue with the other steps. So my next step is to erase the first guideline that I actually made, which is the 0. So as you go along, you gotta scoop, and you cannot pass the second guideline, which is the half line, and work yourself up little by little to get that line out. You could always go back to the half guard and clean out the area a little better before you get back to your next step. So my next step is the half guard all the way open, so it's almost like a 1, and you go up about an inch also across the head, and make sure you clean it very nice before you get back to the next step. Always scoop, that way you don't create another line that's going to be hard to take out. So now you just close the lever all the way down and just hit that line that you created with the half guard. Just make sure you do not pass the second guideline, because if not, you will make the fade higher and you will need to start all over. Now with the corner of my clippers, I will go back and touch up some areas, making sure you don't see no shadows or no lines. I only use the corner of the clippers, that way I can hit certain areas. Just make sure you don't go too high when you're cleaning the area with the corner of your clippers, because you can create a dent and then you're going to mess up the haircut and you're going to need to start all over again. So now I'm going to use a 1.5 open. Make sure you always scoop, that way you don't create a line and it's easier to blend with whatever is on top. So now I'm going to blend the beard into the haircut using a half guard. Once the area is clean, you will bring down the lever all the way down to a 0 and continue to blend the line that you created with the balding machine. Now using the corner of my trimmer, I will clean out the rest of the line that I left of the balding machine. It's pretty much like an upside down fade on the beard. So now I'm just going to create my first line in the back of his beard. Just pretty much is a guideline to where his line is going to be at, getting it ready for the razor or the shaver. So now I'm just going to clean up the area with my shaver so it could be a smoother shave. Using my trimmer, I'm going to create the side line, trying to keep it as natural as possible. Now I'm just gonna clean up the beard area. That way when I come back with the razor, it's an easier shave. Now I like to use this shaving gel from Elegance. It's clear gel, which you'll be able to see the line that you're gonna create, and it's a smoother shave, and it actually won't irritate the skin. Now using my razor, I'm gonna start creating the lines. Using the razor is not difficult. You just gotta hold the skin and hold the blade in an angle. After you create the line, you just pretty much shave everything that's around it. Make sure to always comb the hair before creating the shape up so you can have an even line. Try to always keep the front line as natural as possible. Once the line is done, come back with the razor and clean everything out. Once the haircut is done, I like to come back and clean out certain areas. So this is the end, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment.